What did Jay-Z sue Dame Dash for? Okay, I can I can cover that one because I don't really understand the other comment.
Go ahead.
Well, it was the NFTs, right? And I think that Dame was trying to leverage his, as he should, his ownership in Reasonable Doubt, and he was gonna sell it to, he was gonna get off of his ownership of Reasonable Doubt.
He's leveraging his stake,
Uh huh.
something that he owns, to make a bigger and better play.
He should be able to do that.
Are we taking notes now? Are we
Because
taking notes?
my thing is, listen, I know we as fans view it as Jay Z's album, but on a business aspect, it's Jay Z, Dame, and Big's album. And let's be real, guys. If Jay didn't need these guys out the gate, we wouldn't have even known who Dame and Kareem were. So obviously, he needed them for something.
Mhm.
And and when you do something with people and you build something together and you all needed each other, you got to respect that as time goes on. That doesn't change because you become who you become. It's just the bottom line.
No, no. I mean, everything's solid, man.
I
Like
mean, I
Dame,
don't know. It's but yeah,
solid. Everything he put down was solid to me.
I wish
It
Dame the
was.
best in his arena football league, and I want to support that as much as possible, and everything else that he has going on because I respect the mentality. I mean, everything that Kanye says, and Dame said that he put Kanye on game. I could see that.
No, even when he's like breaking down, I mean, he obviously has an eye for stuff. Jay, Kevin Hart, and like everywhere with it. Lee Daniels, Kanye.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
Dame is
invested in these people's careers. And it
I
feels
don't.
like the only person, like he said, that actually listen and gives back.
It's Kanye.
That's it.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hey,
because as soon as certain people get invited to a luncheon or a gala, they leave Dame behind. It seems like
I
Lee
love.
Daniels tried to act like he didn't even know Dame at
I
that Diana
stun
Ross
on
concert.
Dame. He tried to stun on Dame. I'm never forgetting that.
And
Remember when I sent you
the
that?
whack thing. You know what I didn't like about that is when he was asked about it. He said something along the lines of, "I went ahead and gave it to him because I know he needs that." No, nigga, you owe that. Don't try to pull that shit. Yeah,
Right. Hold on. First of all, you don't know what Dame needs, but what you need to be doing as a black man, so it's not to stigmatize us further, is to pay what you motherfucking owe, nigga.
period.
What's wrong?
What's the problem?
Pay what you owe. With your weak ass. Like, I
Yeah,
don't understand these dudes, man.
shit
Like
is.
Dame, like Dame's a good dude. You understand? Like for him to be from Harlem and like be through some of the things that he's been through, and for that dude to owe him that type of bread, for him not to get physical with him, you know what type of restraint that takes as a man?
Right, man. I gotta ban somebody from the broadcast. Let me go ahead and
What done happened?
yeah,
What?
it getting some spam here, man. I guess we start talking about that stuff. You get spammed. Hold on one second, people. We'll get
Very
back to
problematic. That's very problematic.
the program as usual. Let's see,
Oh man,
remove this post. Okay.
is that where we at?
Yeah, I guess that's where we at. All right. Spam in the chat, spam in the chat. Let me see if I can go ahead and delete this real quick. We're going to need some moderators in a minute. Shit.
Ooh. Growth and development. Growth and development is healthy. But overall, I want to say while you're taking care of that, Mike, it was a great interview by Shannon overall, because here's what you do when you're actually like great at something. You let other people be great at what they're at. And Dame's great at talking and putting people on game. And so if that's going to be an interview where it feels like class is in session, then it's like, well, so be it. It's Dame, and Dame's kind of earned that. And I don't know about you, but it's like every time this man speaks for like literally more than 2 or 3 minutes, I learned something.
No, definitely. And,
Or he
even,
reminds me of something that I've already learned that I need to keep with me and stay with me about what I'm trying to do.
and it's interesting because you talk a lot about 97 Hove, and I think that the mentality of Rockefeller from 96, 97 is what we love the most. Like the hits that they did from, 98 on, great, whatever. But that mentality of we're taking on the industry, we ain't taking no bullshit, fuck you, pay me, that's Dame. And it makes me feel like when I listen to an interview like this, Jay-Z was speaking through Dame's lens. Like, imagine if Dame could rap.
No, you want to know? I just thought my new Instagram tagline is about to be 97 Dame.
Yeah, man. Because he's still that guy.
He is that dude. I love Dame. I told you. Every time he speaks.
Now, the only thing I didn't like, and we could cover this and kind of move on so we can get to our, our MC rating thing. I didn't like when, and a lot of interviewers do this. I think it's natural. And, this ain't no fault on Shannon. I love Shannon.
Me too.
But when he was like, why don't you brothers make up and all this, like Dame has to make up with Jay. Like, and I'm glad that Dame got it correct. Like, he has me in court. And he said, I have no problem with him. Bottom line, there's nothing to make up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's, like, y'all want to, pose this like I have a problem with him or there is a problem. There's nothing to make up for. And it makes me feel like people want to see Dame go to, like, a Rock Nation brunch or something and toast it up, and that makes it over. They want him to kiss the ring, and he refuses to do so. And I can't do nothing but respect that, because he has earned the right to never have to kiss that ring. Like, dude,
that ring
I put you on the game.
Exists. Right. That ring doesn't exist if Dame doesn't exist. Exactly. And also, too, let's also keep in mind, too, like, for whatever tension it may have caused, and here's what I mean about Dame the businessman. Well, it's like, if you really go check the stats, there was ever only one other platinum rapper on Rockefeller, and that was Cameron, and that was Dame's doing.
Kanye was too. Yep.
I don't even see. I don't even feel like fellas even, but you get what I'm saying.
I know
you're
what
right.
You mean.
But
I'm saying, but that was Dame's doing too.
Right.
And like Dame said, if I didn't give you a Rockefeller chain, it ain't official.
So let's look at it like this. So Jay, Cameron, Kanye, Dame. Okay, just go ahead and
Lee Daniels, Kevin Hart.
Let's check the stats. Check the stats.
And again, I know I praise Kanye for being a creator, but when I listen to Dame and everything that he visualized and the people that he put on, he's a creator as well.
And you want to know what? And can I say this? Paid in Full is a great movie. That's a very well done movie.
We love Paid in Full. The culture loves Paid in Full.
Yeah, Paid in Full. Like I don't know how you feel. Like Paid in Full be sitting next to Boys in the Hood and Menace and like all that other. Yeah. It sits right there next to it for me.
I mean, this is what I feel like, right?
It's not those in terms of shock value because it's later, but in terms of quality, yeah.
This is how I feel. I feel like Jay really wanted to be the best rapper and wanted to be thought of as the best rapper ever and wanted to be awarded in that way and decorated in that way on every level. And handling things in the way that Dame handles business wouldn't have allowed him to be decorated in that way in the mainstream. So he conformed. And I know Leroy Green's probably not even in the chat yet, but even if you're a super J fan, as I am, you have to admit that he conformed. He came from he started off on some fuck you pay me and whatever, and he ended up conforming to the industry.
I told you he's the dude. He's that dude Richard Gere's playing on Pretty Woman. He goes into companies, makes them viable, pumps up the stock, chops it down, sells it off, breaks it off into little itty bitty pieces, and keeps it pushing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, I think this is the conflict, right? He's always going to have his personal legacy as an artist to lean on. Where Dame's legacy is wrapped in business and ownership. You know what I mean?
And wrapped in the legacies of some artists, because even the Becoming, Beanie Siegel's best album, that's what I mean. When you go look at even what Dame did musically, when Dame is saying he's never really failed, he's kind of right. Kind of right. You look at what he did musically, film, if you go check the stats, it's like, no, Dame is,
Leroy Green says just tuned in. What up, Mike? Yeah, what up, Leroy Green? We're talking about the difference between Dame Dash and Jay-Z in business.
I've been waiting on you, Leroy, but it's almost time to get to the next
we might have. But you know what? We'll holler at Leroy on another topic.
No, Leroy, I'll see you. sometime tomorrow night in the comments about 1, 2 in the morning, and I'll be responding to all the shady things that you've said while we're talking. I'll let you know that I'm gonna respond to everything shady that you say when you go play this bet.
Now, I'm saying a lot of people that are disagreeing with us, but again, people have different viewpoints on how to handle business. For some people, it's about ownership, and for some people, it's about getting a check. And Dame is more about ownership, and
he looks at ownership like the check is guaranteed. Like that's what I mean about his mentality is special. Like when he's talking about love, he's talking about love because he's like, no, I'm talking to you about ownership. You understand the money's going to come, right? So we can talk about love. That's what he's really trying to get you to understand. You're so focused on the money. If you would focus on the ownership aspect of it, you wouldn't be concerned about the money. You would be concerned with what I'm concerned with, which is the ownership side, which brings you the money, thereby the ability not to be concerned with it. So you can focus on the love.
And on that note, we're going to get to the Rap Report card.